Hello, one and all, this is WellArmedWithTacos, and welcome back to what could be the very last video of Door Kickers. I say what could be, because we have one mission left to get Carter. However, we don't know how hard this mission is going to be. So, let's get started. Okay. We are looking to arrest somebody, so no shotguns. What are they all equipped with right now? The extended protection? You know what? That'll probably be fine. What I do want, though, I want to consolidate these forces. Always try to go in one way.
Let's do this.
So what I want... Actually, I do want to restart that. Who is this? Are these ones... Well... Let's change every other man to have a lockpick machine. Okay, that'll work.
Let's do this.
So, I want you to pick the lock. And you will have one. I want you to pick that. I want you to pick that. And then I want them to wait on Alpha. Actually, no. Cancel that. Actually, no. You cancel that completely. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Just do it. Why are you all not lockpicking? Pick the locks. Okay, so what I want you to do... Hello! Wow. He was that close to you and you couldn't kill him, huh? That's disappointing. Why are they walking up to the doors and then not lockpicking them? Try it again. This time I'll have less confidence on you to win a straight up gunfight. I want to take this room. In an agreeable way. So they know we're here now, which is fine. That's fine. Oh, you don't have the right equipment. You do it then. Ooh, there's somebody else there. Nope. Okay, you know what? Fine. You're gonna force my hand like this. You're gonna force my hand like this. Let's just hope we don't politely hit the person we're trying to arrest.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Get him open. Okay, you know what? We're gonna restart this, and we're not gonna get the previous plan, because I'm a little sick and tired of you guys not doing the opening action I'm telling you all to do. Wow.
Eyes on the target. Hold it right there. Tango down.
So I want you to come out.
Affirmative.
I want you to move in. I want you to go in this way.
In position. Cover it.
Handcuff him.
Hands behind your back. Time to go. Primary target secure. Okay.
Let's just get him out of here. And I win. I think. Theoretically.
Stay here.
And I win.
Target in custody. Good job. We're done here.
Didn't kill everybody, but nobody died on my team, which is what matters. We have completed iTerra Strike with an outstanding result of 58 stars out of 58 stars. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all of the campaigns currently available, at least officially, for Door Kickers. Whether or not more official ones will be released, I don't know. It's up to Killhouse Games if they want to keep making campaigns. I assume they are. They've left the more to come thing open. And of course, there's always downloads that you can go get and stuff. There are plenty more single missions to go, but I have no interest in keeping doing them. I said a few videos ago, quite a few videos ago, that I was going to stop this thing at the end of the campaigns, and I've meant it. I am all too happy to see this be finished in my eyes. And if you'll excuse me for just a second, I need to lower my headset volume, because if I'm going to talk over this screen for the next 10 or 15 minutes, I need to be able to focus on talking and not be deafened by music. So, this is going to be the end of Door Kickers on this channel. I will not be coming back to it. I will not be coming back to do the single missions. I will not be revisiting any of these campaigns. I'm not going to download any mods. I'm not going to play this online. I'm pretty much done with this game forever. There is Door Kickers Action Squad, which is, I believe it's a 2D Door Kicker style game in a pixel art form. I haven't looked much into Action Squad. I might. It's a completely different genre of game, so it deserves its own chance within its own merits. I know that. I know it's a completely different genre of game, so maybe the development team for this one will make me a little happier with their other genre than they did this one, because I was not happy with this game. And if you like this game, that's fine. I've nothing personally against you, and I have nothing personal against the development team or the publisher. However, I'm not going to lie and say I like this game. It has a few critical problems that really, really hamper the experience and make it significantly less enjoyable for me. I think the problems with this game are set in a way where it's like it's singular things. Like, there are one step problems that they could fix that would completely change how I view this game and take away all of my gripes. It's not a bunch of little things. It's one or two big things that really just needed to be stomped out of this game, and they're not in this version of the game. I'm pretty sure if I wanted to hit the modding community, I could get one mod that would completely make this game much more playable, but that's not my style. It's not up to the modding community to fix things. It's up to the development team. That's how I see it. And I've gone over some of the problems in this game before in a few other videos, but now that we're at the end here, now is really the time to talk about the game and my experience with it. The problems with this game, what they really needed to fix is they need to come up with a system where you're not repeating the same thing over and over and over again, especially in a long mission setting. I get that the concept is you start a mission, you do a first general plan. Usually the first plan is to kind of get the lay of the land, kind of figure out where everyone is and what you're up against, what kind of armor they're wearing, what kind of get the lay of the land, kind of figure out what's going on, and that works. And then you're supposed to change your plans up a little over and over and over again until you kind of create a plan that works. That's fine in concept. The problem is the execution and the missions in this game. That step-by-step process doesn't work when the live action part of it, the part that your men are actually doing, is a 20-minute segment in and of its own. It doesn't work, especially in the video format that I do. That's bad. And there are two other problems that really kind of hamper that down. The first one is stairs. When you go up or down stairs, you can't pre-plan your steps like that. You have to go up the stairs, pause, and then do all your steps. And that makes the whole process of keeping your plan from the previous time useless. Because every time you go up those stairs, you're pausing the game and resetting out a new little line of steps. The other problem is, with those missions that are especially long, it's frustrating when you make a stupid mistake that you could not have possibly known about, like with that on the boat. That one boat mission is probably this game's biggest example of where it fails. And I know there is a counter to that situation. Your soldiers have the wands that they can use to spy under the doors, but it's not a great system. Obviously, you've seen me. I wasn't even using those wands throughout this whole game, because the game, in my opinion, doesn't reward you for knowing what's in a room. You just get a vague idea of where the people are. And then even when I knew where the people were, I had trouble engaging that room. I went in from the two sides in another run, and I still had trouble taking those guys out. I wasn't able to do it. To this day, I have no idea how you can clear that room without accidentally harming one of the hostages. I have no idea what they expect you to do there. The only other thing I can think to do is memorize the location of the two dudes, kick the door open from a side where they can't see me, and chuck stinger grenades in there, or maybe a flashbang. But it's not smart, and it's in a mission like that where you're timed to begin with, where it's on the lower floors and everything. It really hurts the game. The number one thing that I think this game needs is a way to reset yourself back to a point that is not the beginning of the mission. Either a save and load system or a rewind system. I understand a save and load might be a little much, especially when you've got the planning phase and the action phase. But I really think they could have implemented a rewind system, and a rewind would really, really help those longer missions, and would make the game much better for me. The game still works fine when you're doing a 5-minute mission, when it's a little house with like 4 bad dudes in it. That's fine. The problem is when it's those really, really, really long missions, you sit there planning it out, and you make it like almost all the way through until you get slapped in the face with something you weren't aware of and have to redo the whole thing. That is probably the biggest problem with this game for me personally. The other problem I have with this game is this is all opinionated and personal, but my first experience with a game like not in this genre, but what I'd call a law enforcement game that I put in quotes would be Rogue Spear or Rainbow Six. And I always got the impression from Rainbow Six was that the guys you're supposed to be playing are good. They're the best of the best. They're supposed to be better than the terrorists that they are hunting. And that's well represented in the Rainbow Six games. Like, when your crosshair moves to aim right at a guy's head, that's not the game just trying to be nice to you. That's the game showing you, hey, you might not be an expert marksman that can go straight for the head the second you see a guy, but the character you're playing is, and we want to represent that. So it goes straight for a kill. In this game, I felt like most of the time, the bad guys I were hunting were better than me. And that's not the kind of experience I personally enjoy from a game like this. The normal guys, you can typically deal with them, but sometimes your soldiers will just be shot and they don't turn to face the target. That's the worst part. They don't automatically turn to face. They really should do that. They shouldn't be so tied to your actions. They should have some kind of automated will. And once you get to those dudes with the body armor, I mean, you see there, I took extended protection armor, was taking the rifle that appears to be the best in the stat line, and I just couldn't stop those guys. I couldn't. Like, in a straight up one-on-one duel, it's random chance if I win. The only way for me to effectively stop those guys is to catch them unaware, blast them with the shotgun, which ended up being the best class in this game, absolutely breachers. And I mean, or throw stingers at them. And even then, every once in a while, you just run into a dude that's just immune to stingers for no reason. I don't get that. And you saw it throughout several missions in this Let's Play. Sometimes a dude just won't drop to stingers, no matter how many you chuck at them. And if you have flashbangs, you can try flashbangs, but some of these missions force you to go at really, really long ranges, and flashbangs don't throw really, really far. The stingers are range INF for whatever reason. Regardless, I'm happy about that, trust me. If the stingers were not range infinite, I would have never made it through that one mission without having to choose to suffer casualties. Even then, I think I let somebody die anyways, didn't I? On that mission? I don't remember. No. It was the other mission with the fountain that I decided just to let somebody go. Just because, yeah, there was the one guy who was on the timer to shoot the guy, and I had to be quick, and I'm just like, I'm not going to get a second chance at this, so I let my first guy die there. But no, without the infinite range stingers, I would have never made it through that car lot one. But yeah, this game has one or two really glaring problems. I can get over the officers being worse than the terrorists thing for the sake of a challenge. Fine, whatever. If they had introduced either a save system or a rewind system, I would not complain about this game. I mean, I'd complain. I'd have a few complaints still, but I would highly recommend this game, and I think it would be great. But it has this glaring problem for me when I'm trying to do a 20-minute video. I spend 15 minutes making a plan, trying to initiate the plan, spending another 15 minutes having the plan go off, and then just have fail because of some weird condition. And to give the game a little credit where it's deserved, perhaps my experience would have been slightly different if I had not done it as a Let's Play. I said the same thing for Eye of the Beholder, but the fact of the matter is, it was done as a Let's Play, and in this 20-minute video format, I did not enjoy this experience at all. If I wasn't doing this as a Let's Play, I don't think very much would change, because when I got to certain missions like the car lot, that would be where I would otherwise have stopped. I actually would have probably just quit the game if I wasn't dedicated to doing this as a Let's Play. If you remember a few videos ago, I talked about how the developer's Twitter account for Door Kickers actually told me, I don't remember the exact quote, but like, for someone who complains about the game, you play a lot of it. That's true, because I feel like I have a dedication to my channel to start what I finish. Wait, to finish what I start. So I've stuck through Door Kickers, and that's one of the things I love about doing my Let's Plays. They force me to continue and finish a game I might otherwise just drop, like BioShock. I didn't play through BioShock the first time. I started it and then didn't finish it. When I do things as a Let's Play, it kind of ties my hands together, at least in my mind, to finish it. And that's a good thing. Normally that's a good thing. It makes me play through a whole game I enjoy, instead of getting distracted and move on to something else. When it's a game I'm not enjoying, like Door Kickers, that's when it's really bad. But overall, I wouldn't personally recommend this game. I'd recommend you go watch my Let's Play of Breach and Clear, and if that looks better, you play Breach and Clear. If you watch my early videos for Breach and Clear, I complain about that game a lot too. The difference between Door Kickers and Breach and Clear is Door Kickers had a bad early game, but so did Breach and Clear, but Breach and Clear had a really good end game. Door Kickers did not. By the time you were buying the really good guns and the really good armor, and your team had really leveled up in Breach and Clear, oh man, those guys became death incarnate. In my last couple of videos, I was so happy playing Breach and Clear because my guys stopped sucking. That was the experience I was trying to get here in Door Kickers, which is why I was really trying not to have dudes die, because I wanted people to continuously level so that I could try to get really, really good guys like I did in Breach and Clear. And it didn't happen in Door Kickers. It happened for like 1 or 2 missions where I felt really awesome, and that was right when they introduced the armored guys, who just made me feel like crap again. But I wouldn't recommend it. I might have to play Action Squad. It deserves to be judged on its own merits, absolutely. If I decide to pick it up, I'll probably do a Let's Play of it, because after Door Kickers, I feel like that's owed. But other than that, this game has problems. I didn't enjoy it. I'm looking forward to moving on to a new Let's Play, so I'm not going to finish the single missions. I don't want this video to go on too long, but I've sat here and rambled about the negatives, and I should probably try to think of something positive to say. From time to time, the music score is very good. This game has some very good music. I appreciate the doctoring system. I just wish it was a little more fleshed out. Games like Breach and Clear didn't really have a leveling tree. The roster system works fine to begin with. I just wish they made things a little more clear that you get a bunch of stars from doing the campaigns and not the single missions. I didn't learn that until after I had completed my first campaign. I like the gimmicky names, the call signs, and all the different faces you have to choose from. I like the class system, although admittingly some classes are more useful than others. I found a use for most of them, aside from the shield class, who was good when they were first introduced, and then sucked when they introduced the guys with the armor, because they just don't care. I'm struggling to think of to say anything else positive. I like the art style. The art style is good. I've always wanted to play a game that's more SWAT and less Rainbow Six. After this one, I'll be sticking to Rainbow Six. I can't really think of much else. My hatred for this one runs pretty deep. A positive. When the missions go how you would want them to go, the game is really good. It has its moments where the game is just really good, like Breach and Clear did. It has it gives you a feeling of satisfaction that's hard to get. And the problem is it doesn't give you it nearly enough. But when it does decide to give you it, when you plan out this action plan and have your guys run flawlessly through the mission, catching every guy, killing one shot every round through, just cleaning house, it's very satisfying and very, very good. But the problem is the frustration levels don't match the level of satisfaction you get from the occasional mission that goes really well. But I rambled on enough. As always, there will be a block of description text beneath this game, or beneath this video, that will probably go into more detail than my voice did here. But thank you all for watching. When we come back, a new Let's Play, it'll be probably sometime next week, because I'm going to go through the whole cycle. I have a game lined up. Hopefully it records. Thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off. I'll see you guys later. Take care and bye-bye. No more door kickers, folks. No more door kickers.